Have you ever wondered why Chicago is known as the Windy City? Well, let's delve into the origins of this iconic nickname. You might think it's all about the gusty winds that whip off Lake Michigan, but the truth is a bit more nuanced. The term Windy City was popularized in the late 19th century, and it's believed to have less to do with the weather and more to do with the city's politicians. You see, back in the day, Chicago's politicians were known for their long-winded speeches, full of grand promises and lofty rhetoric. They were, as some might say, full of hot air. The phrase Windy City was used as a metaphor to describe these verbose politicians and their penchant for bluster. It was a cheeky jab at the city's political scene that ended up sticking around, and now it's an integral part of Chicago's identity. So it turns out the Windy City is about more than just the breeze off Lake Michigan. What transformative event in 1871 changed Chicago forever? The answer lies in the tale of the Great Chicago Fire. Now, let's dive back in history to that fateful October night. The fire, which reportedly started from a small barn in DeKoven Street, turned into a monstrous inferno that ravaged the city for 2 days straight. The devastation was immense. In its wake, the fire left around 300 people dead, 100,000 homeless, and miles of the city in ruins. But it wasn't just destruction that the fire brought. It also sparked a citywide resolve to rebuild and rise from the ashes. In the aftermath, efforts to rebuild the city were swift and ambitious. It was this fiery adversity that shaped Chicago's development, turning it into a major American city. The city's architecture, culture, and spirit were reborn, stronger and more resilient than before. From the ashes of the Great Fire, a new Chicago emerged, stronger and more determined than ever. Did you know that Chicago is home to some of the world's earliest skyscrapers? That's right. The birth of the skyscraper took place right here, rising from the ashes of the Great Chicago Fire of 1871. These early skyscrapers, like the Home Insurance Building, were not the towering giants we know today, but they laid the groundwork for what was to come. The architectural innovations didn't stop there. Chicago quickly became a breeding ground for architectural ingenuity, attracting talents such as the legendary Frank Lloyd Wright. Wright's Prairie School style, characterized by its horizontal lines and organic forms, was inspired by the Midwestern landscape. You can see his influence across the city, from the Roby House to the Unity Temple. But the architecture of Chicago is not just about the high-rises and the Prairie School. It's a melting pot of styles, each one reflecting a different period in the city's history and culture. From the Beauvoir grandeur of the Art Institute of Chicago to the modernist aesthetics of the Farnsworth House, the city's architecture tells a story of innovation, resilience, and reinvention. And let's not forget the iconic Chicago School style, which revolutionized the world of architecture with its functional aesthetics and emphasis on steel frame construction. Buildings like the Rookery and the Marquette Building still stand today as a testament to this groundbreaking architectural movement. The architecture of Chicago is a reflection of its spirit. It's innovative, bold, and unafraid to break the mold. It's a city that rose from the ashes to build the world's first skyscraper. A city that dared to dream big and change the face of architecture. As we look at the stunning skyline of Chicago today, we see more than just a collection of buildings. We see a testament to the city's innovative spirit, its resilience in the face of adversity, and its continuous drive to push the boundaries of what's possible. It's a city that's not just built, but sculpted, each building a piece of a larger masterpiece that tells the story of Chicago. Chicago's skyline is a testament to its innovative spirit and resilience. Each building, each architectural style is a chapter in the city's rich and vibrant history. And what a mesmerizing story it is. What do the blues, improv comedy, and deep dish pizza have in common? They are all quintessential elements of Chicago's rich cultural tapestry. Chicago's cultural contributions are as diverse as they are impactful, leaving a lasting impression on the world. Let's start with the music. The city's impact on the blues genre is nothing short of legendary. Born in the early 20th century, the Chicago blues emerged as a distinct style characterized by the use of electric guitar and harmonica. Artists like Muddy Waters and Howlin' Wolf took the soulful sounds of the Mississippi Delta, amplified them, and introduced them to a wider audience, forever changing the face of music. But Chicago's cultural impact extends beyond music. The city is also a breeding ground for comedy. The Second City, a renowned improv comedy club, has been a launchpad for countless comedians. From Bill Murray to Tina Fey, many of the funniest people in America got their start here, honing their craft and redefining the boundaries of comedy. And let's not forget about food. Chicagoans take their cuisine seriously, and the city's unique culinary creations are a testament to that. Deep dish pizza, a Chicago original, is more than just a meal. It's an experience. Imagine a buttery crust filled with layers of cheese, chunky tomato sauce, and your choice of toppings, all baked to perfection. Chicago's cultural contributions extend into the realm of sports as well. The city is home to some of the country's most passionate sports fans, and their energy is infectious. Whether it's the roar of the crowd at a Bears game, the crack of a bat at Wrigley Field, or the swish of a net at the United Center, sports are an integral part of the city's identity. From music to food to sports, Chicago's cultural contributions are as diverse and vibrant as the city itself. So what makes Chicago, well, Chicago? It's a city that carries the whispers of the wind, a testament to its enduring nickname, the Windy City. A place where the breeze carries stories of resilience and innovation, where the gusts echo the tales of a city reborn from ashes. The Great Chicago Fire of 1871, a calamity that razed the city but failed to dampen the indomitable spirit of its people. Instead, it paved the way for an architectural revolution that would forever change the face of the city. The architecture of Chicago is a symphony of styles, from Gothic revival to Art Deco, modernism to postmodernism. Each building, a verse in a poem that tells the story of a city constantly evolving, always reaching for the sky. The Willis Tower, once the tallest building in the world, stands as a testament to Chicago's ambition and ingenuity. And then there's the culture. Chicago's cultural impact is as diverse and dynamic as its architecture. It's the birthplace of the blues, a city that dances to the rhythm of jazz and pulses with the energy of rock and roll. It's a city that gave us improv comedy, a city where the laughter is as loud as the music, a city that celebrates its diversity, where every neighborhood is a microcosm of cultures, each with its own rich tapestry of traditions and stories. But beyond the architecture and the culture, it's the spirit of the city that truly defines Chicago. A spirit of resilience and determination, a spirit that rose from the ashes of the Great Fire and continues to soar. A spirit that's reflected in the people, in their warmth, their grit, their unwavering optimism. A spirit that's as enduring as the wind that sweeps across the city. Chicago, a city of resilience, innovation, and culture, truly leaves a mark on everyone who visits.